Hello, my name is Ahmed El-Koutbia. I am a data scientist at InnoSoft Gulf. Today I would like to share with you a video on how to process data files using Python. In this tutorial, we will be working with the movie lens dataset, which provides 100,000 ratings from 1,000 users on 700 movies. You can download this dataset from the following link. Let's imagine we want to extract the list of unique professions from the following data file called u.user. This file contains the data about the users who rated all the movies in the movie lens dataset. As you can see, each record in the file is comprised of the user ID, the age of the user, the gender, the profession, and zip code. Moreover, notice that some of the professions in this file are repeated. For instance, the administrator function is duplicated more than once. So this will be our input file. So our task is to write a Python script to process this input file, extract all the unique professions from it, and produce the following output file. So notice the structure of our output file is in such that we should have at the beginning of the file the number of unique professions and then the list of all the unique professions. So just to summarize, our input file will be the u.user, and then we will be writing a Python program that will produce a report containing the list of unique professions. In the process of solving this problem, we will be reviewing the following Python concepts. Loading, we will see how to load data from a file and store it in a list, process each record in the list using a for loop, and use an if selection statement to extract the professions we care about. And then we will also learn how to extract a field from a given record using the split function. And then we will add the extracted field to a set, and then we will see how we need to transform the set to a list, and then how do we sort the list. And then finally we will write the content of the final list to the output file. So let's get started. First, I would like to show you how you can go ahead and download the movie lens dataset. So if you go to this web page, which is thegrouplens.org, and look for movie lens 100K dataset, and then in that section you can go ahead and download ml-100k.zip. I'll go ahead and do that. It will take a few seconds. So once we download this dataset, then we will have a look at the content of u.user file. So here you go, it's downloaded. So we'll go ahead and open u.user. So if you look at the structure of this file, each record is comprised of, this is again the user ID, the age of the user, the gender of the user, the profession, and then the zip code. So in this case, we would like to extract only the profession from this particular file. So let's go ahead and do that. So first we will go ahead and open the data file. So in my case, it's stored under the folder called Dataset, and there is a subfolder that gets created called ml-100k. Okay. So let's go ahead and load all this data into a list. So we'll call it users equals data file. And then we're going to use the function readLines. Okay. So let's check if the users variable is actually a list. So to do that, we will do type users. So it is a list. Let's go ahead and check how many elements we have in this list, and for that we will use len. So notice we have 943 elements in this list. Let's have a look at the first 10 elements in this list. So you can see that this is a list of strings, and each string represents essentially information about a particular user. And in our case, we're going to write a script to extract only the profession from this list. So for that, we are going to, since we only care about the unique professions, in this case, we are going to use a set. At this point, it is worthwhile to note the difference between a set and a list. In a list, the order matters and it allows storing duplicates, whereas in a set, the order of the elements is not important. However, each element should be unique. In this example, a set will be an ideal data structure for storing the list of unique professions. So we'll go ahead then and instantiate a set. So we'll call it unique professions equals a set. Now we will go ahead and loop through the list of records in the list so that we can extract the profession from each record. So for user, in users list, we need, so in Python, if there is a field that we don't care about, then what we can do, we can just put an underscore to denote that we don't want to store that particular value. So in our case, we don't want to store the user ID, nor the age of the user, nor the gender of the user. So that's why here we have 3 underscores. However, we do care about the storing the profession. So, and then we don't want to store the zip code. That's why we have the last underscore. So we can say user.split, and then we're going to use the pipe delimiter. So next, what we need to do is, if the profession is called none or other, it will not be included in the professions list. And this is how we will express it. So we're going to say if profession is not equal to other and profession is not equal to none. So in this case, what we will do is we're going to go ahead and store the profession in the set. So we're going to use the method add profession. Okay. So after doing this, we will go ahead and close the data file. So what we will do now is say data file dot close. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and have a look at the set of unique professions. So to do that, we'll just say unique professions. And then here you can see that we have now a set which contains the unique professions in the u.user file. So next we will go ahead and store this data in a file. We will call it managementreport.txt. So we'll go ahead and open a file. So what I'm going to do right now is going to have report. And then we will open this file with the right permission because we want to write data in the file. So first, what we will do is we are going to go ahead and insert the number of unique professions in this particular file, and we will also apply print formatting. So we're going to say report.write, and then here we're going to say number of unique professions. And here, what we're going to use is $, or percent rather, $d, which denotes the that we want to store an integer there, and then \n, which denotes that we would like to have 2 new lines, and then we will provide the list or the number of unique professions. And the way we do that is we just do len and then unique professions. So notice here it prints 35. That is not the number of unique professions, it's actually the number of characters that were wrote in this particular file. As we mentioned, in a set, the order is not important, whereas the order matters in a list. So in our case, not only we want to store the list of unique professions, but we want to make sure that the list is sorted. And to be able to do that, what we need to convert the set to a list, then we need to sort the list. And this is how we are going to do that. So if I create a variable called sorted professions equals okay, and then let's go ahead and have a look at this list of sorted professions. So you can see now we have a list which contains all the professions or unique professions in a sorted manner. So finally, let's go ahead and write the content of this list to our management report file. So for that, we're going to go ahead and use a for loop. So for profession in sorted professions, we're going to go ahead and say report write, and so we're going to write profession, and then we are also going to add a new line. So finally we will go ahead and close the report. So we're going to say report close. And let's go ahead and check whether our Python program worked. So to display the content of the management report.txt file in Jupyter Notebook, we can do it this way. We can say load and then management report. And then here you can see that we have in this file the number of unique professions, which is 19 in our case, and the list of the unique professions. Great. Our Python program worked as expected. So this is the actual final script that basically summarizes all the work that we did so far. So in conclusion, in this tutorial, we learned how to process data files using basic Python syntax. This includes reading and writing data from and to files, working with Python data structures, including lists and sets. We also worked with Python statements, including for loops and if statements. Finally, we learned how to store data in the file using print formatting. So this is one of the programming exercises from our Python programming course, and to learn more about it, please visit the following page, which is located in www.innosoft.ai Python programming. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at info@innosoftgulf.com, or you can call our main phone line. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you again.